That's called foreshadowing. And the issue power meter cum for this bad boy was a 76%, tying the first rating appearance in issue 15. So it's, I guess, technically tied for the lowest. Both of them were the lowest. We've only had 4 GamePro issues with these rating systems in them. The 2 middle issues were some shit in the 80s. So our rolling average so far is a 79.44%. So ultimately that means below average. Even though we have a small sample size for this issue. But I find that interesting because I feel like this was an issue. I mean, I had like 7, especially if I impromptu go ahead and add Ski or Die to my lot here. Yeah. I had quite a few that I started with and had to pare down to a 4 count, maybe 5 if we add Ski or Die. So I have plenty to talk about, but by all means, start us off with, I guess, TMNT 2, since we already know that one.
Yeah, so that should be the nomination. But yeah, the arcade game, modeled after Secret of the Ooze. I mean, it's a great game. I would love to play that again on my Cowabunga collection on my Xbox. I would love to do that. Yeah.
Well, we'd have to play that on Parsec is what we'd have to do.
Well, I know, but I mean, I would also play that
sure.
there as well. But yeah, 100% would play that without even question. Next would be Truxton. Yeah,
I was going through, so I was kind of, I was blowing through the notes on the tail end of this, and that Genesis ad was kind of late that had it briefly mentioned there, and I was like not gonna bother with those games because they're there. It's the same ones every time. Yeah. And I saw that Truxton was in there. I was like, I'll do it just for him. I'll put it in there just to remind him, because I know if they're in the notes, he'll bring it up. So I'll do it just for that.
Absolutely. And then third. Yeah, roller games. Like I said, finally got the hang of it. And I was like, I can't believe I went from like whatever to I could play this game. And there was a lot of other games which, were decent games, which could be getting some attention.
Okay. So I had a feeling that we wouldn't have any overlap this time. And that is why I chose this image behind me, this divisive.
Yeah, I'm like, what are these dragons?
This very divisive representation here of what I anticipated this debate to be. Okay, I hear all that. I have also in line with this image, Double Dragon on the SMS, and I feel really strongly about this dude.
Wow.
I really want to turn back the clock to get some SMS due. I really, really want to do this. I think it's fucking super fun. I think it's got a couch co-op deal. I think that's fun. I also think it's kind of a simple game, so it's a nice breezy game up, which also is appealing to me. After kind of NES Play Action was a fucking bear, I think.
Yeah.
So I have that. I have Hard Driving. I've kind of already stated my piece on that. I just think it's such an oddity that I think forcing you into it, you'll have fun, and there'll just be so much fun shit to talk about. I have Arrow Flash, since I mean,
oh my God.
I know Flying Shmup. I don't know. I feel like we've done a lot of those lately. You have Truxton, I have this. I don't think I have a good argument to do this over Truxton. I'd rather just cancel a flying. Hey Miyagi. How about we don't listen to you? I start talking about Flying Shmups. Miyagi snores. That's my dog. So that's
Rude.
I have that here. I also have RC Pro Am. This is another one. It's enough to turn back the clock that I kind of almost.
So different.
I almost feel it accomplishes the same. It's not, because, like I said, SMS just doesn't get enough love. So, and I think Double Dragon, like, I feel the fact that we haven't done any Double Dragon is crazy. It's like a seminal franchise in this era of gaming that we should have something representing it.
That's my thing.
And this is the best one.
Dragon. You know me. I love Double Dragon. I disagree. I love Double Dragon. Out of all
the best one of the cornerstone of it.
That's fair. But like all the Double Dragon iterations, versions, systems, the SMS. I mean, granted, that is not a version that I am familiar with. It's not the Atari one. It's not the NES. It's not the arcade one. So, I mean, I'm not opposed. It's weird. It's a weird thing.
It's a weird choice. It's a weird choice. Yeah, I'm telling you, if you want to envision it, just picture the arcade game, because I mean, it's the sprites are a little smaller. Mm-hmm. That's actually an arcade game that I have a better understanding of than a lot of arcade games, because that one was at a roller rink, Starlight Triple T in Grafton. Okay. So that was one I remember playing a decent amount. It was one of the better, like that and Spy Hunter, and also Double Dribble, funny enough, were arcade cabinets at that roller rink that I remember playing a decent amount of. Probably Double Dragon out of all of them. So I have like this very specific memory of Double Dragon. So like the sprites are a little bigger than they are in this SMS version. But other than that, dude, it feels exactly the same. And it's just Sega. Like Sega has an arcade aesthetic to it, that system does. So
all right, Double Dragon. I mean,
okay.
you're not you can't twist my arm that hard for Double Dragon. It's Double Dragon. So.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I didn't even get to Skier Die. Skier Die will be present. I think we can play that for fun later. I think that'll pop up again. I don't think it's even been in Nintendo Power yet. And it's Konami, so they're going to give them some love. We'll see that again for sure. So that doesn't scare me either. Okay, cool. Double Dragon. That's easier than I thought. All right, great. So we will play Double Dragon for the Sega Master System and some serious turning back the clock shit next.